Hello.
Oh, we are all very quiet this evening.
I know. I'm all burnt out from having that one mission in Helldivers.
You're just looking for any excuse to use the word fist, weren't you?
Yeah. It's such a cool name, though. Fist of Benevolence. It's like, yeah. You will have peace and quiet. Did a wonderful mission with two of the noobs and one guy who knew what the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
So he's just stuck to his ass, going around killing anything that came at us.
Yeah, I just finished a mission with a level 15, and I let him just carry me. Oh, they've got a grenade launcher now, and that is freaking awesome.
See, I wouldn't trust myself, but then would I?
No, don't trust Chick, because he just deliberately tries to kill you, I think.
I felt awful, just coming off to finish cooking dinner, and he's like, I'm just coming on. I'm like, I'm just cooking dinner.
Yeah, that is one reason why I didn't get it, because I know that Chick would have killed me.
That's the fun, though.
It is actually. I was just lolling every time he killed me. It's like, that's just funny.
Yeah, but it would have been a bullet to the back of my head rather than an accidental orbital strike.
No, that's evil.
I found a bug on this boundary.
Yeah.
Pop out your character sheet, turns into a blank page.
Pop out doesn't work, does it not? It doesn't work on every one of them for some reason.
It used to.
It did last
Something's
week.
changed recently. Well, the week before.
It works for me.
It's not working at all. It just goes.
Pop out's not. You're right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It goes back when popped in, but pop out you just get the black kind of thing that you see at the top.
Yeah, no, you do. It's just black. Oh. And yet it works if I do a... It works absolutely fine. Well, it's not no, it's not perfect. Oh, well, I guess they've... Maybe pop-in's been updated and it's broken again.
Oh, no.
I've got a starting in 143.
Oh.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to use our experience rolls as well at some point.
Well, I won't do that now if you want. Now the problem is I couldn't programmatically do it, so we're going to have to do it manually.
It's nice and easy as well. Basically, do you know how to do it?
I haven't got a clue.
Well, you explain it, Mehdi.
Nice and easy. You just roll a 1d100. You do 1d100 plus your intelligence. You have to get higher than the skill score. So if it's 23%, you have to get higher than 23%. If you do that, you add 1d4 plus 1. If you don't do it, you just add 1. You always get an improve.
Okay.
Yeah.
1% or up to 5%.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's 1d4 plus 1. It is 1d4 plus 1, yeah. And if you've got any fumbles, you automatically get 1 point increase.
I don't think we've had any fumbles yet.
No, we haven't. I've got no ticks on mine. Get a fumble, there's a little lightning icon. Just put a tick in that.
Right. Ah, right, okay. I was wondering what that was for. So you choose, since we've got 5 experience, we choose 5 different skills and try to roll.
Yeah, or you can put 5 points into one skill, or yeah.
Okay.
You can spread it how you want, really.
Or should I actually put one of my better scores in intelligence now? But
Oh, you can't do your primary skills. You can't do intelligence, size. It's only literally your skills and professional skills.
Yes, no, you're saying that you roll percentile plus your intelligence.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I wish I'd actually put more points in my intelligence to start with, by 17 instead of my 13.
Yeah.
So I'd have had a better chance. Yeah.
Just call out, if you're going to spend, just call out which stat you're going for and then do your roll.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
So just slash roll 1d100 plus your int bonus, your int total.
Yeah.
And so if you're going for stealth, you need to get over 50. Yep, over 50. And you do. So roll 1d4 plus 1. 5. All right, increase your stealth by 5.
Is he saying climb up ladders?
No, this is because I kept failing on my stealth skills and you kept making them. I couldn't join you. How do I actually increase it then?
Stealth. Okay, so just click on it and put 5 in training. So let me do it for you. So now you're up at there you go, 55.
There is. Yeah, I see it. Thank you. And then -1 experience roll. There we go. I've got to do another one, but I can't remember what it was. Leave the others for now, I think. Okay. I don't know what to raise.
All right.
We'll see what I keep fumbling on.
Okay, so last session. Are we live, Mehdi?
Oh, we are indeed.
All right, so last session. You had managed to get yourself onto the car park, the multi-story car park roof, and had a bit of an explore around there, discovering eventually a set of keys that gained you access to a Porsche Boxster. And inside the Porsche Boxster, it was very neat and tidy. The only thing you found was a black card with silver writing. I've expanded a little bit on what I told you last session. So the silver writing actually has a little bit more information on it. The name, and I've lost it. Where did I post it?
It is Petruta Lidge DRD3.
Except the DRD3 is not relevant because it is too early for DRD3 to be relevant in that sentence. So I'm just going to strike out from our notes the DRD3 bit.
Oh, because I found that.
I did as well. That's how I found out that the DRD didn't join them until 4 years after we're set.
Ah.
Hang on. Yeah. So that is what's scribbled on that card. Basically, Petrutilla, Romania. Yeah, that's what's on there. You also find, I believe, an invoice that was to a Miss C. Irvine, 8 Coxon Way, London, from and it's the invoice header is HGD shipping, and the person that signed off on the invoice is a Miss P. Miss P. Teague. The item was 45 by 30 by 15 centimeters in size, with a weight of 15 kilograms. You received.
Was that size in centimeters?
Yes.
Right.
You receive an email later on in the day that suggests that you go to 29 Hanbury Street. Checking out Hanbury Street, you discover that 29 is actually part of a car park. And inside the car park, towards the back, under a pile of cardboard and bits of off-cut carpet, you find a body. The body appears to be, well, not appears to be, the body is of a early to mid-20s Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi type lady. Dressed quite provocatively, short skirt, low cut top, well presented basically. She has had her, from memory, she had her neck completely slit open. However, the lack of blood suggested that might have taken place elsewhere. It certainly she didn't bleed out where she was left, and there was no signs of arterial spray anywhere else. Around the body, you find a clutch purse. In the clutch purse, you find bank cards, a couple of restaurant sort of not invoices, receipts. Thank you. Yeah, receipts. And also a driving license made out in the name of a Miss Zenia Prasad. Seems to be of Wolverhampton. And it bears out that she was born February 4th, 1989. I believe that's kind of where we left it. So you're still inside this car park, and you haven't really chosen to do much else at that point.
Yeah, no. I was suggesting contacting the police, and Sam suggested not.
Yeah.
Then we'd have had questions to answer.
Yeah, indeed. And we'd be stuck in a police station, and we won't be able to take these keys.
No.
You also found a set of keys for a Ford car, and you also found amongst the Porsche keys a set of Yale keys.
And we've got her address for the lady that had the Porsche.
Yeah,
correct.
Cassandra.
Yes, Cassandra.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think that's more or less what we decided we were going to check out, wasn't it?
Yeah, go to.
Place.
Oh God, was it 8 Cox? No.
Yeah, Coxon's.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Coxon Way. London.
Yeah.
Coxon Way.
I do think we should kind of nonchalantly go out of here without rushing or anything and in case there's cameras.
Yeah, definitely. see if there's another way out. Is there another way out of this area where we are now? Like, does it lead into another parking area or something with just the pillars about? Or
Good question. Let's find out, shall we? Yes, there is. There is another entrance. Well, actually, if you remember on the front of Hanbury Street, there is a set of double doors that are typically closed. They would be the fire type doors. You could go out through them. There is probably a similar set of doors further on, sort of one more block on, but into the other street behind Hanbury.
I think we're worth going the further one.
Yeah, I was going to say we don't open these ones because they're locked at the moment. If we open them, someone is going to walk in and find the body straight away.
Okay.
And I think we should go back to. I'll come back to my flat for the time being and just maybe do a bit of research where this.
Yeah, there's some checking up on Xenia. See who she is. See if there's any links between the two.
Yeah.
Remind me, where is your flat?
I didn't get an address. It's east end of London, but I didn't actually work out an address. It's my bad that I should have been jumping on that straight away.
Okay, no, that's fine.
2011,
an up-and-coming area is Stratford. They're still building the place. They're putting the finishing touches to the Olympic Village, which in sort of a year, 18 months' time, will become property that normal people can live in. So there's that kind of area. Stratford is an interesting area in the time from memory. Or you could be more in the east end of London, so down in.
I don't think I'd be pushing up and coming. I'd be more like a mid-income sort of area.
Low profile.
Yeah.
Okay. Bethnal Green, does that work?
Bethnal Green would be fine. Yeah.
Bethnal Green, Mile End. All right. Let's put you in Bethnal Green. It's a flat. 1 bed or 2 bed?
2.
2 bed flat.
Just in case somebody goes over to stay.
All right. Gotcha.
And it's also nice to have a room that I can just work in as well.
And Mark, you're more from the countryside, if I remember. You're definitely not from here. So where do you normally reside?
I think I said I was basically still up in North Wales.
You did,
yeah. Probably think about where I'd like to hang out around. Probably Betws-y-Coed type of area.
Okay, so right in the
near Snowdonia, basically in the
right in
woodland.
Snowdonia, yeah.
So basically, yeah, the house isn't on a street or an estate type thing. It's away from that, but it's only a small place, but
like a little cottage.
Yeah, type of thing in woodland type area, so that I can go hiking around it and not have to deal with people as much.
All right, good, cool. That's good to know. All right, so I've just made a scribble about those because that's important. Okay, so you vacate 29 Hanbury Street by the most quickest route that doesn't attract attention, triggering any potential alarms on fire doors, etc., and get yourself out into the streets. From there, you quickly go from Hanbury. I'm just having a quick look. Doing some quick directions here to, let's just call it Bethnal Green. It's actually not that far. It's actually a 35-minute walk, literally 2 miles away from where you currently are. Alternatively, it's a 25-minute well, yeah, you can get a bus basically. straight down the A1209 from where you are. So out of Hanbury, up Brick Lane, down to the A1209, and then you can wander across the A1209. If you go by foot, there's a bunch of routes that you can take. But essentially, you get yourself away from the area as quickly as possible. Get yourself up to Sands Flat. Probably not too far away from. Yeah, probably not too far away from the river. What is that river? Regent's Canal. Yeah, probably not too far away from Regent's Canal. And you get yourself up into his flat, get settled down. At this point, it's quite late in the afternoon.
Why can't I find Coxon Way on Google Maps?
Coxon Way.
Yeah, Coxon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coxson. Coxon Way. Did I spell it incorrectly?
Yeah, it's fine. Found it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I spelled it totally different again. I did Cockson.
Yeah, so you kind of have a poke around and look for the address. Coxon Way is a small area. It's a small sort of set of buildings. Coxon Way is just off the A200, or alternatively access via Fair Street, which runs parallel to Tooley Street, which is quite a well-known street in the south of London. Yeah. Near Tower Bridge. The walks on there are pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, we did it when we did the Game of Thrones thing at London Tower.
Yeah.
Cloud London. Yeah.
So again, from where you are, it's quite a hike from your way. It's 3 miles. Again, it probably take you about 50 minutes to walk it. Or you could drive, or you could, get public transport.
Yeah, probably grab a taxi and drop us off a couple of streets away.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good. It's just off Druid Street. Me and the Druids, they just keep popping up.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to head to. Are you going to do that this afternoon? This afternoon, or are you going to do that the following day?
Well, I think if we're going to just come to mine and just find out some information first.
Okay.
It'd be interesting to find out about the name of the card, and also HGD shipping. Although it's just a shipping company, isn't it? So it could be anything. But
we'll see where they deal with. They might only deal with certain countries, or could just be this country. It gives a clue as to where things have come from. So I was going to check the shipping as well, and I want to check how Xenia Prasad, find out anything we can about her, and see if there's any coincidence, any similarities between her and Cassandra, anything common.
Okay.
She might work for this shipping or something.
How long are you planning on doing all of this?
A couple of coffees. What? A couple of hours?
Yeah.
Couple of hours. Okay, so that's going to take you to about. That's actually going to take you to about 6 o'clock in the evening. I mean, it's September, so it's still going to be fairly light. Okay, so who do you want to tackle first?
Okay.
Really needs to put points into computers, I think. We're doing all this investigating. I'll have a look at Xenia first.
All right, give me a. I've got to remember the skills. I would like a computers roll.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew I should have raised points into this as well.
You have XP to spend, if you wish to, I think what we'll do, rather than randomly spending it through the session, we'll give you time at the beginning or the end of a session to allocate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, do you want me to assist you?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. But what's my computer? It's computer you're doing, isn't it? Because you'll be using my laptop, I'm going to be guessing.
Yeah, most likely, or my phone. Yeah,
So,
computer would be better.
Yeah, so you can add 11 to your roll. Basically, it's 20%. Yeah.
If somebody assists, they can add 20%.
Yeah, rounded up.
Yeah,
18. Nowhere near. Well, actually, though,
even with the 20,
there is very little that comes up about Xenia. I would say you find 3 or 4 possible matches in social media. None of them are specific enough for you to home in on which one it could be.
Okay.
There's no obvious Facebook presence. I mean, you do have a photo of her, obviously. Did you take her card and stuff, or did you leave them at the scene?
We took the keys. I don't think we took any ID.
Who? I'm sorry, of Xenia? No.
Oh, Xenia.
No. I would have thought we would have left that there, but we took the key.
Because the key was for somewhere local, wasn't it?
It was for the hotel.
Yes, the key was number 3, Brick Lane Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a search on the hotel as well.
I was going to say what we would have done is probably taken a photo with our phones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Brick Lane Hotel is, as it sounds, where's my notes? As it sounds, is above a restaurant called Shiraz Balti Cuisine. Let me see if I can find it on Google Maps.
Just about to do that.
I'm looking at the hotel website.
There you go. So find the address and then get yourself on a 2008 picture.
Interesting. Brick Lane Hotel building, previously known as the Frying Pan, infamous with Jack the Ripper. That's on the homepage of the hotel.
Interesting.
Oh, why is my Google page not popping up?
And the only thing that's left from memory, the only thing that remains of that particular original building is the crest at the very top of the corner of the building represents, I think, 3 frying pans from memory. And so this is what the building looks like at this point.
Right, let's see if I've got the right one there.
Yeah, their homepage makes it look a lot fancier.
Yeah.
Okay, why can't I see what you're seeing?
What are you looking for? I did search on Google for.
Yeah, I'm literally on Google Maps.
I wasn't looking at maps. I was looking at the actual website.
Well, I found the Shiraz.
Yeah, I looked for the hotel. I'm now looking at a website about Jack the Ripper tour because it mentions the Frying Pan.
Well, where's the hotel in comparison to the Shiraz then? Is it
right above it? Look on
the. Oh, it's part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
And if you look at the modern, like the most latest, May 22, it's actually the Shard Grill and Bangladeshi restaurant.
Mm.
But if you go back to 2008, it's the dingy-looking Shiraz Balti. Doesn't actually have the Brick Lane Hotel in 2008, but on the 2011 it does. And
the 12 does.
I'm kind of, artistic license here. So by 2011, the hotel existed above.
Yep.
So the 2012 image is probably what it looks like at this point.
Oh, sorry, Wells. I thought it was rounded up. So I thought it was going to be 11%. He failed anyway, so.
Yeah.
Oh, is it not? What is it?
Well, mine's 46 is my skill, so that would be 10.2, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So
is it not rounded up?
It's not rounded up apparently. So he said, computer skill was 46. It would have an augment. It would have augmented with 10%.
Thank you, in Wales. Appreciate it.
So you've got better computers than me. So next time I assist you. Yeah, that's what I'm going to raise. I've only got 36 in it.
So as far as you can tell, it looks like Xenia ate at the Baltic cuisine, both on the night of the 31st and the night of the 30th.
Right, but she lives right above it. So she's in the hotel right above
the
it.
The hotel room is right above.
So
yes.
yeah, it's a common sense thing to do then. Which means I don't really want to be poking around because they'll know her.
Yeah.
Or if we can get in stealthily, fair enough. But
yeah, but that's two leads that are leading to Jack the Ripper now, which is a bit weird.
Yeah, that is very, very strange, mate. Let's get into the accent here. Very strange.
I've always got the accent.
You have.
Right, so yeah, 10 bells, Jack the Ripper, and this place, Jack the Ripper. It must be it can't be a coincidence. I'm not a fan of coincidences. Maybe we got a copycat flying around.
Possibly.
But then who's this geezer that's trying to get in contact with you all the time, pointing you to the bodies and things? Is he setting us up?
Well, if he was, I'd expect the police to be there as well.
Yeah, but if there's a camera somewhere, I've gone to Australia for some reason. I don't know why, mate.
You have gone to Australia. In the background, you've got your TV on, and it's about now that the 6 o'clock. Well, not quite the 6 o'clock news. Well, actually, yeah, the 6 o'clock news is probably kicked on by now. Just after 6 o'clock, and it's running with a news, an article. So you're kind of like poring over the computer. What were the other things you were interested in finding out about from a research point of view?
I was going to be looking at the business card.
The business card, okay.
Yeah, and the shipping company.
Okay, so the shipping company. Don't try and Google it because it doesn't actually exist.
Okay.
It exists in fiction. I don't want you to Google it. Well, no, it's up to you. You can Google it. You'll find out straight away the fiction. Give me 1 second. Let me find the right page. So the shipping company, HGD Shipping, I believe it's called. Yeah. Is a shipping company that is registered in Rotterdam. And has been for quite some. Well, it was incorporated in Rotterdam. Give me a sec. I'm just looking for it in my book. Page 145 of my book. Page 145. It is a small shipping company. The website that you pull up basically talks, headquartered in Rotterdam, facilities in Varna and London. Most of their cargo seems to travel Eastern European or North Africa into a number of British ports. Interestingly, you'll note that one of the ports that they ship to, which may be a little bit odd, is Whitby.
Yeah.
So they talk about, they run a number of small vessels, including a ship called the Tsarina Catherine, which runs out of Whitby and heads across to, now this is where I've got to figure out my actual geography. So it typically runs from Whitby across to Rotterdam. Although it's an odd route, you would expect kind of Ipswich or some of the southern ports to be Great Yarmouth, etc., to be more likely to travel across to Rotterdam. But you can see that there is a Whitby to Rotterdam route, and it kind of says serving the northeast of England, etc.
What was the name of the ship again? Tsarina?
Catherine.
The Tsarina Catherine.
Sorry. Do they ship anything in particular, or just general stuff? They don't specialise in it, doesn't they?
They don't seem to specialise in anything.
Just whatever pays, I suppose, isn't it?
They do ship out through the Black Sea, though. Whether that's relevant or not. Mostly bulk goods.
Okay, so you got Bulgaria, Romania, Ukraine, Georgia. But it's Romania there, though, isn't it?
It is Romania there, yes.
Of course, Istanbul's there.
Not Constantinople.
No.
Yes. So you have Romania as something that's on the east coast of the Black Sea.
Which is also linked to this business card we've got.
As is Varna, which is Bulgaria. So, but Varna, operations in Varna, operations in London, headquarters in Rotterdam, and you have a card with Bulgaria on, with a Romanian address on it.
Now, if this parcel's come from Romania as well, that'll be really too much to be a coincidence. But we haven't got details of the parcel yet until we go to. We might get them at her house when we check that out.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's have a look at.
So what was coming on the news that you were mentioning?
I'm just kind of, because you spent 2 hours doing research, I want to finish your research before we hit you with the news.
So petrol route Ilaj.
Yes.
Heavy machinery.
I spelled that completely wrong.
Specialised in the production of repair of railway, oil, and heavy machinery in the construction industry. The company has functioned as a central workshop of the Romanian company Astra, having as its object the production and repair of oil equipment.
It's actually a place, isn't it? Because ignore the DRD. And
yes, the factory is located in Campina, 100 kilometers north of Bucharest.
Sorry, yeah.
That's the history.
Yeah, so literally oil field equipment supplier. So why would she have this card?
That's why I'm wondering whether it's linked to the parcel.
Just out of interest, did you check on Facebook for?
Yeah, so Xenia on Facebook, there's 2 or 3 possibles. Doesn't seem to have a strong social media presence anywhere, as far as you can tell.
Right. And she won't be on something like LinkedIn.
No. Scribbling notes and notes, actually, as we go along.
I'm trying to think. Would the shipping company wouldn't have a list of staff anywhere that we could access?
As far as you can tell on the website, on the public-facing website, there is no staff list. There are executive lists. None of them are Teague.
That could be like when you buy something from a company, it says checked off by Simon.
Exactly. It's probably a little bit too specific to be checked off by, because it has the signature of the invoices at the bottom.
Go into LinkedIn and do a search on the company, see if there's any list of employees there, and see whether her name's in that.
Give me a commerce role.
Oh, I can do that.
I've got points in it.
Yeah, give me commerce roles.
No.
I'm sure I'm misusing skills here.
Nice. You got my dice this week.
So it kind of
change.
Sam, you're kind of looking at this invoice and you kind of think, and that goes through your mind, right? Is it just, like a picking slip? But you realise it's a little bit more detailed. It's an official HGD shipping invoice, and handwritten rather than typed. And it seems that, the signature at the bottom is Miss PT. The best you could get is she could well be part of the accounting team, or or maybe a
receptionist.
No, I wouldn't say receptionist. I'm thinking either a stock inventory warehouse manager type person or part of the accounting team.
Right. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what is the fumble on this? You're saying about ticking the lightning bolt.
What is it?
96 to 100 or 300?
Right. Okay. I'll look it up if I roll high enough.
It'll flash up.
We hope it'll flash up. I don't. Yeah, it might do. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the exclamation marks will suddenly appear.
It's not as complete, I think, as the Mythras
Roll 20. Yeah.
There's some strange people out here naming pubs. The Cat and Cucumber.
Mm-hmm. At 6 o'clock, 6:15, as the sort of the more local news arrives, you're both kind of still kind of poring over the computer screen, and you know, you're kind of hearing this background. And onto more local news. A body was found in a car park in central London, in East London, earlier this afternoon by a passing citizen. Police are on scene and investigating, and they believe the victim is a youngish woman of Bangladeshi or Pakistani origin. Unknown at this time whether she is a local to native to England or a visiting person. In other news, the police have put out a e-fit of a man they wish to talk to in connection with a recent event in Commercial Street. And as you kind of look up, you see a photograph, not a perfect likeness, but a e-fit of Mark.
Oh, Mark.
Commercial Street. Well, which one was that?
That was Jumper.
Yeah, that's when we were trying to climb up the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe you've been flagged up there.
The police know me, or they've seen me anyway from the interview.
They have. Well, yes, you were talked to by a couple of policemen, weren't you?
Yeah. So they knew I was about. I wonder why they're looking for me now.
Sorry, about the fumble, just going back to that briefly. A fumble is 99 or 100. If your skill's over 100, which you can do, then it would be on 100 only. But a failure, is 96 to 100. A failure is always 96 to 100, but a fumble is 99 or 100.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, I'm going to look at Mark and say, bloody hell, Mike, that's not very good, is it? Where's the picture taken? So Commercial Street, it's an e-fit, isn't it? So, yeah.
It's an e-fit, yeah.
I think they got your nose right, though.
Oh, the dopey police actually talk to me, so how are they putting two and two together?
Well, they're not.
They put it out, they should have.
Yeah, but you were...
They know I was there.
They spoke to you, didn't they? But you were looking a bit shifty trying to climb up the...
Don't forget, you gave them, earlier on today, you did go and speak to them, but you gave them a completely fake mobile phone number.
Yeah, but no, that was Sam.
Yeah, you didn't give a phone number.
No.
The only thing you can think of is two separate police teams not talking to each other.
Yeah, we met one in a bar, remember, and then you met one elsewhere.
But what you would kind of think on is you probably have 24 hours before the two teams that are not talking to each other suddenly realise they need to be talking to each other.
Yeah. Did I make it? Yeah, actually, maybe I should go down to the police station and tell them that I was talking with Officer Johnson.
That's what that name was. I was looking at my notes like, what's Johnson? 51377.
I've got 50737.
There you go. 50737. Yeah. Okay. Let me write that down so I know what that was.
Yeah, I've got here 50737. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right under that is get phone burner.
And actually, if I remember rightly, he was stationed at Bethnal Green Station. Because that's technically the nearest police station to the nearest sort of active police station, 24/7 police station to Brick Lane.
Yeah, we've got his business card as well.
Yeah.
Or his police card.
Maybe I should give them a call and say the place that you've got on the screen, it's me. I was there talking with Officer Johnson, badge number such and such.
I thought you were going to say, the photo you've got on there, it's me. I done it.
Yeah. So if I tell them that it was me and see if they want it, and give the burner phone number if they want me to pop in or something or follow up. Otherwise, there's got to be people keeping an eye out.
Yeah. Do you want to do that, or do you want to just not do that right now?
Yeah, let's let it ride for a little bit. Just
I'll leave it for now. I could have missed it coming on TV easy enough. So
yeah, okay, all right.
If people start pointing at you in the street, though, you will be making that call.
yeah. It's like, why are you pointing at me? Okay, let me give them a call. Yeah, I've got a feeling I'm going to have. How do you actually raise points on a skill you haven't got? Because I'm going to need something like the seat at this rate.
So yeah, you have to buy a skill.
Yeah, you have to buy a skill. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because I haven't got the seat or acting, and we're doing a hell of a lot of lying lately.
Yeah, then we'll just put 3 to learn it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, 3.
Yeah, learning a professional skill requires 3 XP rolls, time and a teacher. So technically, you would need to spend a little bit of time practicing it, get a teacher of some kind that can actually teach it. However,
well, the first row, is it the second row that's professional? And standard skill.
Yes. Yeah.
What about standard skills? Because it's the seat I'm looking at.
Okay. So that's that would be 3 XP rolls as well.
Right. Okay.
So the difference with a professional skill is you need to physically be trained and taught how to use the skill to maximize its value to you.
So I've got to roll higher than my deceit 3 times before I can take it.
No, you just spend 3 skills, right? And you set it at the base level.
Yeah. Well, it should be set at the base level already, to be fair. I'll just double check. With standard skill, everybody has automatically. Sorry, standard skills. Right, so it's your professional skills. You had 3 to learn. But standard skills, everybody has automatically, so you can improve it from the get-go.
Okay, so why would you take any of them?
Why?
No, because they've been trained in.
Okay.
Yeah, so the ones that are ticked, you've trained in them.
I don't think you can raise any skill unless you've trained it.
Yeah, I think your standard skills, it's just one of those things that everybody, you can always try to be deceitful. Everybody has them automatically, but you then, the reason they've got ticks in is because you've trained in those other ones.
Yeah, because when we created the character, I ticked the ones I was choosing on the custom thing.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them were standard skills. Well, I'd have had them anyway. So you've got to choose them. You have to choose them in character generation. You have to choose standard skills and professional ones to actually do. Yeah, there were 2 different pools, weren't there?
That's right.
Let me double check, because I thought I read something that said you still needed to effectively become trained in a standard skill to increase it, but anybody can use it. That's what I thought. That's how I was setting things up in my head.
That's fine.
So, I mean, we can always make it really simple and just say it costs you 1 XP roll to to count as trained in that skill, and then you can spend XP rolls to increase it.
Yeah.
But I'll double check.
Yeah, but the seat's not very good.
Okay, so that's popped up on the news. Now it's kind of off on another news story. Actually, it will come up on the there's the news story of the Bangladeshi woman that was found in East London, and then an individual wanted in connection with a death in also in East London off Commercial Street.
So that also makes me think now that they're not treating it as a suicide.
Yeah.
Because the original, it was treated as a suicide. Now they're actually
she jumped.
Yeah. So the EFIT is in connection with the police are interested in speaking to an individual that matches this EFIT in connection with with the death of an individual in East London.
Maybe they think I saw her jump.
They don't talk about. They just say they want to find this individual and encourage them to come forwards to help them in their inquiries. They don't mention about you being a dangerous man or being armed and dangerous or being wanted in connection with murder or anything like that. It's just somebody that they're trying to trace that they feel can help them in their inquiries.
Yeah, if they only knew.
So are you going to head over to Coxon Street while it's still a bit light?
Yes.
Or are you going to wait until the following day? Okay.
No, we'll go now. I'd like to try and get there as the dusk is coming in.
Okay, so you get yourself. To be honest, it's not going to take long. It's going to take probably maybe 5-10 minutes for you to get a taxi, and then pretty much no time whatsoever to get yourself Coxon Way, to get yourself over there from where you are. So if you're in Bethnal Green, 20 minutes, and that's about it. It's a 4-mile drive. So the taxi driver takes you down, across Tower Bridge, along Tower Bridge Road, turns into Tooley Street, Fair Street, and then turns you down to turns into Coxon Way. Give me a perception check, please.
I'm going to say that. Well, I'll do a perception check first. Oh, 19. See how it says fumble?
Yeah. There you go. A fumble. Okay. Very nice. So put a tick in. Put a tick in your perception. When we come to next to experience rolls, that will increase by 1% automatically.
Yeah.
So as you round a corner, sort of into from First Street, kind of comes round a bend into Coxon Street, over to your sort of left-hand side, you notice right on the corner, you notice a rather nice-looking garden. And it looks exactly like the garden that you saw in the social media photo. Just to remind you of that, it looks like
the one that we spent ages trying to match on the photo fit.
Correct. And then turning down, the driver drops you off sort of at the top of Coxon Way, and allows you to kind of wander down. They are sort of a two-up sort of 3 or 4 story building. The ground floor is very much garages, and then obviously the first floor. This is the back entrance, as far as I can tell. Couldn't be, but it seems to have been what comes up on Google Maps.
Exactly the same. Back at blue garages.
Yeah, exactly the same. Yeah.
See, I thought it was the one on the other side of the park, but it's not. It's a different thing, isn't it? That's Fairfax.
Yeah.
It's called.
So actually, he would probably drop you off at the top of First Street and then just kind of go, down there, mate.
Yeah, in fact, there's an entrance door halfway through, brown entrance door.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to change my maps.
It doesn't go any further back than 2020.
Yeah, I'm looking at big maps. Doesn't have the...
Oh, yeah. So First Street kind of rounds the corner down onto Coxton Way. And it looks like there's a set of stairs with an area at the back that you would walk along to get to the actual doors of the property. It's a bit similar to the kind of place my son's renting. So you can kind of, so you basically. This time of day, it's people are having evening meals. It is, I believe it is a Thursday, I want to say.
It's my birthday.
It is a Thursday. It's 18:30 in the eve. Well, no, it's not. It's probably closer to 7 o'clock now. Yeah, so it's almost 7 o'clock in the evening. You get out. What are you doing at that point as you kind of get out of the vehicle and pay the man, and then he kind of turns around and heads off, leaving you kind of stood at that U-shaped corner where it goes from First Street to Coxon Way.
Wait till he goes out and then walk around the front and find number 8. Just have a look. Any cameras around here?
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Yes, there is. No, maybe there isn't actually. If you look at the 2009 picture.
The garage side or around the corner?
At the corner of First Street and Coxon Way, you can see there isn't no, you can just see that the stairs are illuminated. There doesn't appear to be any cameras visible to you in this area.
No. I'm going to pull my gloves out of my pocket and put them on. Okay. They're not thick gloves, they're nice, thin gloves.
Yep, no worries. You pull out your gloves, you put them on. So the only way up to the property looks to be the stairs at the corner of First Street and Coxon Way.
Yeah, let's just go up. Come on, Mark. Let's go up and see what's all about up here. Have you got the keys?
Yeah.
Once we get to the number 8, just want to make sure the doors hasn't been tampered with and everything's fine and nobody's hanging round.
Okay. Give me a general perception check. And then give me a lock-picking check.
Even though we've got the keys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see much.
Okay, so I've got a perception success.
Lock-picking.
Nice success.
Okay, so the reason I've asked for lock picking is it will help you to, in my head, that's not just about picking locks, but it gives you a way to identify whether a lock has previously been picked or gemmied or etc. So looking at it, the lock appears to be in perfectly good condition. There's no signs of any scratches or marks or anything that would suggest somebody's tried to physically pick the lock. The door is closed. It's a nondescript blue door, just like most of the doors down here, with a nice sort of a slightly tarnished brass number 8 above the letterbox. Glancing around, though, You don't notice anybody particularly paying attention to you. There are people about.
Is that people about on the same walking level here, or on
There is a couple of kids at a door that's obviously open, about like number. Let's have a look. Sort of probably near. So you've probably come up at. Yeah, so you've come up near number 2. So sort of down near 17, 18, there are a couple of kids that are, that are kind of playing out on that little walkway with some toy cars and stuff.
No problem.
Okay. Check out my multi-tools in my pockets before opening the door, just in case there's an alarm.
Yep. Perfect.
You never know. And open the door.
Okay, so you open the door. There doesn't appear to be an alarm, which is a little bit surprising. The door's a little bit... it requires a little bit of effort to push, and you realise why, as you hear the sound of paper kind of being pushed on a kind of a wooden floor. And as you both step in and close the door behind you, you can see that there's a fair amount of letters and things, free newspapers, etc., that have been pushed through the letterbox in a pile, suggesting to you that nobody's been here for a few days at least.
Yeah, have a quick look through the envelopes and look at the postmarks on them. And newspapers, if the newspapers' dates on them, just to see how far back they go.
Yeah, I'm just going to close the door behind us as well.
Yeah.
So the newspapers go back 3 weeks, and most of the post dates on the letters go back up to about 3 weeks.
So she's not been home for a bit, even though she's been here.
Yeah.
There is a side stand just on the other side, small hallway. It seems that the hallway kind of runs probably parallel with the hallway of the house next door. The 2 doors are fairly close. And so, you've got the hallway that has stairs going up, and probably a set of stairs going down as well. And off to one side would be, the first door would be the lounge, then you'd have the kitchen and maybe a downstairs cloakroom, then the lounge, then the kitchen, and then looking at this, I would say the walk out onto the garden area, the sort of the patio area, and then the stairs up, you would get the bathroom, master bathroom, probably 2 bedrooms, maybe 3 bedrooms, and a master bedroom with an ensuite. Right. Deceptively roomy for what it looks like from the outside.
Yeah. It's bigger on the inside.
But not in a... I was going to say, not in a TARDIS way. It's the furniture, so the first impression that you get, as I say, there's a side table as you come in, and a small sort of stand for coats. There is a summer jacket kind of hung up, and probably kind of a sort of a summer hat kind of also on the thing. Also in the stand would be a couple of fairly generic umbrellas. On the side stand is a pile of newspapers and unopened post.
And that's on a side stand?
And that's on a side stand, as opposed to the papers and things that
just on the floor, yeah.
That were on the floor.
Just out of interest, what was the date on that shipping invoice?
The date on the shipping invoice? Good question.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, because I haven't got a...
August 8th.
So 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which is going to be my next question while Mark's having a look at the papers and things. I just want to do a cursory examination of the place and see if I can find a box to those measurements. Okay.
So exploring downstairs, there's not a lot that you can... there's nothing odd about downstairs. The lounge has a sofa. It's just a single sofa, seats 3 people. There's no other kind of chairs or anything in here. There is a small TV, thin screen TV on a stand, probably. Actually, it wouldn't be that thin. Actually, it'd be a flat screen, but not that thin. Probably a sharp. Yeah, probably a sharp. No real pictures. There is a picture. It's just a generic picture of flowers above where you would expect the fireplace to be. Coming out into the kitchen is immaculate. In fact, it looks like the kitchen hasn't been used for months. Everything is very neatly placed, and kind of casually looking through, you pick up a coffee jar and it's out of date by about 3 months.
Right. So it's someone who that lives here but doesn't live here, in a sense.
Yeah.
The letters, looking at the ones on the side and the ones that were on the floor, any of them got either a return address or a logo on for this HGD shipping or something?
No, none of them do.
Does anything look like a wage slip? That type of letter?
No. Nope, none of them look like a wage slip.
Okay, so
are you gonna? So yes. At this point, you've casually looked through the rooms downstairs. You've got a choice to go down into the garage area, or you can go up into the rooms upstairs.
I think check the garage area, because if she's brought home a big box like that, a heavy box, maybe she's taken out the back of her car and just popped it in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm just going to go downstairs and have a look, Mark. Do you want to come with me, or do you want to stay here?
I'll come with you. There weren't any letters from Romania by any chance? Postmarks from Romania? Or...
Nothing, no.
Right, okay.
So heading downstairs, you get to the inner garage door that appears to be locked.
Any of the keys look like they fit?
Possibly.
I'll take a look at the type of lock it is and see if any that look that type of thing I'll try. If not, I'll try and pick it.
Yeah, so there's a Yale key lock. You had two sort of Yale keys. One of them opened the front door. So trying this on the... Actually, the second Yale key was probably the garage door. So no, there is no key. It's not a Yale key. It's a big long key, that kind of size, with a big head on it. None of the keys appear to fit that door.
Where's a long key? Oh, that was off the other woman, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, the key. Yes, that was the key to the Brick Lane hotel room.
Yeah, which had a great big thing on the back of it.
Worked. Yeah, stick that one there. It works. That would be really weird.
That would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Right, I'll try and pick it.
Give me a pick lock skill.
Just as you're doing that, I'm going to reach up to the door frame at the top and just have a quick feel up there.
Yeah, and if it's there, you just drop it on me.
Yeah, your hand hits a key.
Okay, I won't bother trying.
We actually, it's where a lot of people would put their garage key. Right, would be on the door frame at the top above the door.
Yeah,
very obvious, but it's only obvious if you're breaking into the garage from the inside of the house. At which point it's kind of what the hell. Okay, you open the door, and it's dark inside, obviously, with a little bit of light coming through the thing. So you kind of reach around, and you find the light switch. You flick on the light switch, and the garage flares up to light. You notice in the centre of the garage a table, probably a dining table, with a couple of chairs scattered around it. A laptop with the lid down sat also on that table, with a power supply running off across the cable, across the floor to the side wall. What grabs your attention, though, there's a stack of books and other papers on that dining table. And then behind the dining table, as you come in through the door, on your right-hand side, you can see a cork board that's been stuck up on the wall. The first thing that you notice is the pair of you photographs of your faces in combat armor, desert storm type. I don't know what it was called for Afghanistan or Iraq, but show you both in your army uniforms on site in Iraq. Mark, you're kind of actually, Mark, you're probably without a shirt on as you're bent over tinkering with a Jeep's thing, and Sam, you're just sat on a pile of equipment, cleaning your rifle.
Yeah, there won't be a proper picture of me because everybody knows SAS faces are automatically blurred out.
Exactly. Except no, this is a photo of you.
Yeah.
And it has your names. Pinned to stuck or pinned between the two of you is a says, "Can they be trusted?" ? Spec Ops, technical.
Anyone else from our squads thus pictures up there?
No.
Anyone else we'd recognise?
Yeah, are there more faces up there?
There are faces of other people in the photo as part of the background. Linked from that next is a map of the East End of London, and again a piece of notepaper that says September 1888, September 2011. Are they linked? ? There is another note. There's a sort of a return slip from HGD shipping with PT circled 2 or 3 times hastily, and on that it just says Romania connection ? Dossier to reveal all. Must get her out ASAP.
It's PT. Right. Taking photos of these things.
Yep. The next one is then just generally sort of slap bang beneath her is another note that says numbers. What do they mean? Are they connected? And a kind of a sort of a, if you like, a string arrow that goes from that to HGD shipping. I keep saying HGD logistics. In my head, it should be logistics. And from there, to create kind of a perfect triangle with are they linked in the middle. So from HGD and Paula, numbers is a strange photograph of you could imagine it to be a tattoo. And it just says EDOM underneath, underlined, ? EDOM. And what you see is that image.
Oh, that looks like a crest, a family crest.
Yeah. Funny, when we came in and you said you see a corkboard, I was expecting coffin.
So was I actually on the table.
Nope.
Don't you think it's strange, Mark, that she's got this lovely house upstairs, right?
Yeah.
But she comes down to a garage to do all her work. There's plenty of bedrooms upstairs, I can imagine, that she could have converted one of those. But this is well out of the way. She's hidden out. Be bloody cold in winter, though.
Finally, there is a picture, a generic. Let's see if I can find a generic picture. Yeah. So the image is of drams. It's just what appears to be the cover in red, and it's Dracula, Bram Stoker. And next to it, it says, hint at reality and not fiction, ? And again, that's linked to PT.
I bet my corkboard I'm doing it looks nothing like your corkboard.
Yeah. Do you know, I was trying to find a way to create this as an image in Foundry because I was like, that would be awesome, but I just couldn't do it. I'm not that technically minded.
I could make it in the spreadsheet type thing and then just capture it as an image.
Yeah, I could probably do it. I'll have to see if I've got some time at the weekend and pull it together.
Right, so the triangle that's complete. Let me show you. It's PT, HGD, and photo of this tattoo.
Yeah, well, photo of an image that could be a tattoo. Yes.
Yeah, and it's 1888 to 2011 linked.
Yeah,
and then coming off the page one is Bram Stoker, real or fiction or real-ish.
Yeah.
Open up the laptop. Is it powered on?
When you open it up, yes, there is power. It's not turned on at the moment, but it does have power, and it's kind of warm to the touch.
I was hoping it would be switched on because it's bound to have a password, isn't it?
Oh, we don't know unless we turn it on.
Yeah.
I'll lean over and push the power button.
Okay. Pushing the power button, it runs through a Windows, what would it be? Windows 11?
No,
Windows
10 or
Windows 10.
Would it be 10? Windows 7?
Oh, it wouldn't be Windows 10.
Windows 10. Windows 10 versions.
It would be Windows 7.
No. Windows 7.
Yeah, Windows 7. Okay. So the Windows 7 logo starts up. And it sits there. No, it sits there prompting for as you can imagine, for prompting you for a password.
Gotcha.
No, the funny thing is, I've got something here that removes passwords. On a USB stick, just somewhere. Yeah, it's the easiest password to get rid of that one. Yeah.
You can attempt to crack the password. I just need a computer roll, obviously.
You're better than me.
Yeah,
if I can assist, I would, but you've got a higher roll than me, haven't you, got?
Let's get this in. Let's do this because I do know what I'm doing with this.
Yeah, that's what one of the things I'm going to. Oh, look at
wow!
That. Yes.
So you needed a hard success. Look at that. Perfect.
I told you better have it than me.
Yay.
So after a few minutes, kind of glancing around the room and stuff, you attempt a password. Doesn't really matter what it is.
It's password.
And the first attempt is wrong. The second attempt is wrong. You kind of get yourself down to the third attempt. You're thinking, third attempt could lock it out. There could be 5 attempts, 10 attempts. You don't know how this has been configured. You key in the third attempt, and it flicks to the desktop. The desktop is empty. The only thing on the desktop would be a Internet Explorer icon.
Oh, God, yeah.
And an MP3 called Numbers.
Okay. I'm going to click it.
Okay.
We're going to the volume up.
We're going to take a 10-minute break, and we're going to come back with you clicking that file. All right?
Yeah, indeed. I hope this is a file I think it is. No, I hope it's what I think it is, and if it is, it's freaky as hell. Well done if it is. Yes, I can refresh my tea. And we're back. That is a wonderful, wonderful picture.
Muted.
Am I?
What is? Sorry. No, it's talking about
that was.
Yeah. Yeah, I am having major problems trying to get this to do what I want it to do. And it's going to kind of completely and utterly spoil the whole thing if I can't figure it out.
Can't you do it as a playlist on the Foundry playlist?
No, the problem is it's in the wrong format. And now I can't figure out how to...
I mean, you could play it on your speaker and get it to play through your headphones.
No, could, but that's not quite... Damn it, I thought this was going to work. Right, let me see if there's an alternative. How do I...
Get rid of all those lovely links to all those free converters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can usually find little converse off a website.
Yeah,
Do converse
as long as it doesn't ask me for a million things to download and provide all my...
Yeah.
All my...
Actually, have I got one bookmarked?
Yeah, please enter the first 8 digits of your account number.
Worked. Damn it.
So, Mark, what do you think about this? This is like, what was Bram Stoker doing up here?
I don't know.
And it's like this thing, Romania. I mean, call me superstitious nut, but wasn't Dracula supposed to be from that neck of the woods?
Yeah, bit like that book.
Yeah,
and that picture, the tattoo.
And Whitby. What was that? That old Christopher Lee film. Didn't he end up coming to Whitby?
Oh, I can't remember.
I used to watch it. Hammer House of Horrors. It was. I remember those films. I used to love those.
Yeah. Where's she been all this time, though, as well?
Well, clearly something bloody strange because she's been here because it was only 2 days. It was only last night or yesterday, so we were supposed to meet her.
Yeah. So that computer got email.
Unless she's not been going upstairs and literally coming in straight in here. But that's strange.
She's not been parking a car in here, has she?
Yeah, but again, if she came in here, she wouldn't be able to get out to go upstairs because she had no key, because the key was on top of the door frame.
Yeah.
Right. For some reason, I've now just completely destroyed the. Yeah, I can't even hear it now.
Is it still? Is it a Discord one you posted ages ago?
Yeah, where is it in Discord?
What did you post it under? Was it under Cthulhu? No. I'm sure it might be RPG chat.
I thought it was RPG chat, but I can't find it under RPG chat. There it is. Aha. Right. So we know that version. Oh, wait a minute. So that version doesn't work. Let's take a copy of that so I don't lose it. Sorry about this, audience.
What was it in RPG chat?
It's called Numbers. Bear with me a sec, because this is kind of moderately critical.
So is it an MP3 you're trying to convert, or something else you're converting to MP3?
I think I need to convert to MP3 from MP4.
Right.
Just change the number at the end.
That's what I thought. I thought, well, what if I could just do that? And it's like, no. And the problem is Foundry doesn't like MP4 files. So I'm kind of stuck. So let's see if I can get this to work this time. I want it to be an MP3. I want to convert it.
There's a link here, how to convert MP4 to MP3 using Windows Media Player. So you should be able to do it just using that. File open, dialog appears.
Got it. Right, give me a sec, everybody, and we can get this uploaded. And I've just closed Foundry because I'm a twat. In my excitement, I've just closed down Foundry. Okay, so yes. So on the desktop, there is literally Internet Explorer and a file called Numbers MP3. I've just got to remember my password to get in. Jesus. Can't remember. What's my password to get into Foundry?
Well, you just told us, Jesus.
Don't tell us. It's pinned on the thing.
No, my password is very different to yours.
Oh, sorry.
Trust me, I'm not that stupid. Well, sometimes I could be that stupid. Okay, sorry about this, guys. Let's get the DM actually doing his job properly, shall we? Go to there. Let's go to there. Let's choose a file. Let's go there. And let's choose that file. And let's select that file. Let's update the track. And are you ready?
No.
So as you
take a break.
This country and western now, then.
So this is what you hear. Goes on quite a bit, that bit, doesn't it?
I just maxed out my volume on the computer to try and hear it clearer.
Yeah, it's quite quiet.
Yeah, because it doesn't scream at the end. And
Hang on, Kath.
Five, 7, 4, 3, 6, 6, 7, 8, minus 1, 8, 5, 0, 2, 6, 1.
And it just repeats on a loop.
It's a bloody child's voice. That's freaky as hell, that.
It is freaky, isn't it? I hadn't heard it in a headset, and it's in mono and very bloody freaky. Would you like to hear it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this bit is probably cut for a bit too long, but
No, it's not. It's perfect.
And as a side note, yes, Mehdi, I did get the idea for this from that podcast.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I'll try and write the numbers down as they come.
Yeah, I've got it. I'm going to sing along.
I wrote them down. I don't know whether they're right.
5, 7,
7,
4,
4, 3, 6, 6, 7, 8, minus 1, 8, 5, 0, 2, 6, 1.
Yeah, I did write it down right.
Eight numbers by 7 numbers.
Yep.
Does she have email on this computer at all?
There is email on the computer, yes.
Okay, open the email. See whether or not the email she sent to us is on here.
Email has been completely wiped clean. There is nothing on. So the email client is empty. The only thing you have is a. Actually, that's quite loud, isn't it? I turned that right up. The only thing that you have is a an anonymous at googlemail.co.uk.
Mark, before you open anything else, mate, let's just see when she was last on this. So go to the history and see what the last.
You're on it.
It is completely clear and white.
Damn. Hang on, let me do all the updates for Windows first before I do anything else.
See, I'd check for PSC files and OST files just in case. See when they were last edited.
Right. So literally this thing is that one file on there and nothing else.
No email, no web browsing history.
Yeah, that's my next thing I was going to go for.
No web browsing history. It's all been cleared. To your eyes, it's almost as if the PC has been completely rebuilt from the ground up with just that one file. And when you click on Internet Explorer, it's a hard-coded link to a login page for Google Mail.
Okay, so there's no email client as such, just the link to Gmail. So there wouldn't be an OSC file or anything.
No.
Right,
Okay.
I'm going to play that file again, but record it onto my phone.
Okay. You can do that.
Yeah. I'll do the same.
Let's just shut this thing down now, I think, and I'll give it. Even though I've got my gloves on, I'll just automatically, give it a wipe down anyway.
Yep.
What we're doing about the board,
Taking
photos of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to take the photos of us at the very least.
Well, to be fair, those pictures of us are coming off there.
That's what I mean. We need to take those at the very least.
Yeah. In fact, I would be very tempted myself. We'll take photos of it ourselves on our phones, but then we'll take everything off the board.
Yeah.
It just seems,
See if there's anything behind it as well. Anything on the back of the corkboard?
Nothing on the back of the corkboard.
No. How about on the back of the pictures?
Especially the ones of us.
Nothing on the back of your pictures. They're all clean.
Anything under the desk? That's the computer's on the thing. Like something possibly taped under it or...
Nothing. Okay. No.
I'm going to search the whole garage for anything that might have been left behind, put in a corner, hidden, cubby hole or something. That cameras.
I'm going to move that 45 by 30 by 15-inch box so I can see what's behind it.
Oh, do you know, I forgot all about that. Yes, that box. There is a crate. Sorry, thank you. I was so busy focusing on trying to get that file to play. I forgot that. So the other thing in here, propped up near the garage door, is a wooden crate that measures, to your eye, approximately 45 by 30, etc., etc.
Right. I'm going to pick it. Well, I'm going to just lift it gently by one corner and see if it weighs 15 kilograms. It's a bit weighty.
It is weighty. It does seem to have about 15 kilos of weight associated with it.
Has it been opened?
It has. The lid, though, has been sealed back down with nails. Propped up in a corner is a crowbar.
Yeah, that crowbar is my new best friend. I'm going to try to find out. I'm going to look at the crate and see where the crowbar has been placed before, because there should be little pressure marks, won't they?
Yeah, you can see those. There are pressure marks. There's a couple of splinters in the corners where obviously the pressure of the crowbar was a little bit more than anticipated.
Yeah. I'll use those same tracks and cause it should be easier coming out the second time, hopefully.
Okay.
Would you like a brawn skill?
No, I want you to give me, just before you do that, give me an easy give me a perception roll. I'm looking for an easy, I think.
Just Sam or both of us?
Both of you.
Do you know what? I'm going to use a point of luck and re-roll that.
I think you should.
Perception.
Oh, thank God.
I'm going to use a point of luck and reverse it, as you
No.
pointed out last week.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would give you an easy success as well. Well, you didn't need to reverse it, spend luck, because you needed an easy success. So you were looking at.
I got it anyway.
Yeah, you got it anyway. So running off this kind of, if you think there's like an 8 gang plugged into the wall, one cable goes to the table, but there's a bunch of cables that kind of loop up around and up to the to above where this crate is on the floor. And there appears to be some kind of lamps that are pointing down onto that area where the crate is.
Are they turned off?
They are off at the moment.
That's very strange. I'm gonna. What sort of bulbs are in them? Is it just ordinary standard bulbs?
No. I'm just going to have a look for you to see if I can give you an idea of what the bulbs are. Have a look. They are strip. It's a pair of strip bulbs, and it says Durabulb 18W UV.
Yep, that's what I thought it'd be.
Yeah, I thought it would be the same type of thing.
Am I so obvious?
Well, the fact that you mentioned bulbs is like, yeah, this is going to be. I was looking at the size, thinking, can somebody fit in this box? But not really.
But I was
really
thinking,
small.
I was thinking Bram Stoker.
Yeah.
But they appear to be the kind of lamps that you would use for ponds. So for filters and clarifiers for kind of and disinfecting. But they are definitely ultraviolet bulbs. And there's like 3 strips of them directly over where this box is currently sealed on the floor.
Well, Mark, I think this is a bit like bloody strange that these bulbs are here, so maybe they're here for a reason. So is it a switch for it? Yeah, let's click them on.
Yep. So you click them on, and immediately the whole box and the area around the box, probably out to a foot all the way around the box, is bathed in a fairly strong ultraviolet light.
Are you packing at the moment?
No. Well, not a gun.
You might have a knife or a pair of knuckle dusters on you, but that's about it.
Yeah. Actually, have we got any? We haven't got any equipment yet, have we? So...
Well, I assume you have equipment.
I've got my knives. Yeah.
I assume you don't. You do not carry, or you probably. If you had a pistol, it would probably be illegally owned.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't be carrying a pistol around London. I was checking to see whether I'd got anything like knuckle dusters, or I've definitely got a multi-tool, but
yeah,
I wouldn't know how.
You can have a pair of knuckle dusters. That's not a problem. That's just your brawling skill. Okay. The lights are on.
Well, I'm gonna just tentatively tease this lid off, and my intention here is to keep it so when I take the lid off, the light's going in first. There's no shadow, no nothing, just the light, because this is starting to freak me out a little bit, and I don't get easily freaked out.
Okay. You pry the lid off, you all the way around, and then you carefully, you move the lid as in one piece and as smoothly as possible. Inside is soil, filled to almost to the brim by about maybe 2 centimeters. It's just soil.
Well, is she planning on doing some gardening? Bit of horticulture?
Push the crowbar in. See how deep the soil is.
It goes all the way to the bottom of the crate.
And there's nothing hidden in the soil from what I can feel if I push it round a little bit?
Nothing solid, no. But over in one corner, you notice that the soil seems to move.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
And then it starts to move and kind of cave in a little bit. And you watch as this pale white, probably about this kind of length, worm seems to come up. And as the UV hits it, you watch as it seems to just evaporate into flame. And then dust. And then nothing.
The fucking hell was that?
I don't know. Just check something.
I'm going to put the lid back on very sharpish.
Gingerly, very sharpish.
Gingerly, yeah. Okay. Gingerly, but very sharpish. I'm going to make sure it's on properly.
Okay, no worries.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
Things out to Stargate SG-1, and that was out before this. The gold, the parasites that come out.
Not quite the same as the Baldur's Gate 3 parasite, I have to say.
No.
This is a worm.
Nom.
This is a bit like, it's probably double the size of a tequila worm. Definitely didn't look like the tequila worm. You put the lid back on.
I wish you got a bloody camera on that. That was crazy, mate. I've seen some weird stuff.
Was that the only one in there?
Why don't you bloody have a look?
Well, if you've got a camera on it,
to
open it again and then search around until another one pops up and take a photo.
Yeah, Mark, that's a great idea. Why don't you open it, mate? Here, crowbar. I'll stand over here with my camera. I'll zoom it.
Okay. Yeah. As long as the lights stay on, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah. Just as he starts to down, I turn the light off really quickly.
And I'll tip the crate over your direction.
Go on,
for a brief second, the lights flicker.
Right, okay, go on.
Right.
Yeah, do it.
I'll open it while he's got his camera.
I've got my phone video on it.
You reopen the crate. It's taking a bit of an abuse. Let's have a look. Okay, okay.
Poke the crowbar.
You get the crate open again without breaking anything, so you think you can reseal it. The nails are fairly straight. You are having to hammer it down a bit with the end of the crowbar, though, because there is no hammer in here, as far as you can tell. So you lift the lid back on. Lights shine down. They flicker for a brief second, but they remain on, and you have the box of soil.
Poke the crowbar around like I did.
Yeah, I'm going to poke in the corners the crowbar.
Okay. You kind of start dragging the crowbar around, careful not to kind of spill any soil out of the box. And as you kind of move it and you move it back, you notice all of a sudden that one of these things starts to kind of come out of the soil and climb up the crowbar. But
let go of the crowbar.
As you kind of do that, the crowbar kind of rolls, exposing the creature to the worm to the sunlight or the UV light, and it kind of shrivels and bursts into flame again.
I ain't never seen any worms do that sort of thing.
No.
What the bloody hell is she keeping down here?
I don't know. But
right, let's seal this back up. Put something on top of that crate.
I'm going to quickly grab the crowbar, shake any extra dirt off it, put the lid back on.
Okay, yeah, you get the lid back on, not a problem.
I'm going to find anything in the around here that I can put on top of this crate.
The crowbar.
Yeah, something heavier.
Table.
Yeah.
There is a toolbox in the other corner of the garage that has just a bunch of miscellaneous tools.
Yeah.
Probably one of those red metal fold-out concertina type boxes. So it's got a bit of weight to it.
Yeah, put those on top.
Okay, so you put that on top. Okay.
I'm going to dig out the two tubes of Gorilla Glue I've got in my pocket.
See, we don't know what this thing does. Is it going to be dangerous for other people? Can we just leave it, or do we have to destroy it?
I don't even know what it is, mate.
Exactly.
I mean, if it's something that like, if it gets in sunlight, it bursts into fire. How dangerous is that going to be outside?
Don't know what it's carrying. That's the thing. It might not be dangerous. It might be what it's carrying.
I ain't no botanist, mate. But
No, I don't.
Or biologist or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That does remind me. I was looking for that. There's no science skills in this, is there?
There are science skills.
You'd have to learn, though.
Yeah, they're not listed in the professional that I can find.
Okay. Yeah, there's everything but, isn't there? I thought I'd put some science. I thought I'd put science skills in this. Okay.
Funnily enough, I was thinking the other day, it's like, did I take anything like biology or chemistry or anything? But
would you take that anyway to your character?
I'd probably take something like chemistry, but not biology.
Yeah, I can create a professional skill for biology. Surprised there isn't one.
Because I've got demolitions, so chemistry would make sense to go with demolitions, is what I was thinking. But
I can get you some details for that sort of thing. Because it was a game we played that had all the chemistry skills.
Yeah, I've probably got it somewhere, so I'll take a look. It's probably in one of the imperative books, I guess, or in the main rule book.
Yeah,
I've got a couple of the PDFs as well, so I'll take a look. Okay. All right.
Well, I think we've got what we can from around here, haven't we? In this basement, anyway.
There's still the upstairs that you haven't looked at.
Let's check that out. So find out any clues as to why she's not been here and why she suddenly jumped off a roof.
Yeah, I mean she's been away for 3 weeks at least.
Yeah, let's check the bedroom, see if the clothing's been taken.
Yeah, so we'll put this as it was when we came in, minus the pictures on the corkboard. The corkboard should now be bare.
Okay, so you've taken everything off the corkboard.
Yeah. We've taken photos as to how it's laid out, and taken all the contents of
pictures
it.
And
do we delete the audio file?
Yeah, because we've got a copy of it, haven't we? So yeah.
How we could format the PC, or take the PC.
Could just destroy the hard drive.
Oh, we could have 2 PCs to
You
work on.
You can always recover a hard drive, can't you? You can also recover all the deleted data off there.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's flip it over, undo that one screw that holds the hard drive in place.
Okay.
Pull it out and then give it a little tap in a place where nobody will hopefully not notice.
Where nobody will hopefully not notice. Okay.
Next episode, they're going to notice it.
Yeah.
All right. By now, you've probably spent a good hour down here in the garage. So I would say at this point, we're looking at getting close to 9 o'clock. But by this point, you've got the drive out of the laptop. Are you taking the drive with you, or are you planning on destroying it?
No, we'll take it with us, just
so
to be safe. But we'll destroy it to a safer place.
Yeah, you pocket the drive. No problem. Okay. Heading upstairs, the bathroom, the master bathroom, again, there are a few... there's probably a slightly limp-looking money plant sat on the windowsill. A almost full roll of toilet roll on the toilet roll hanger. There would be a pot of bleach by the side of the toilet. There would be a shower over the bath and some, typical shower accoutrements. What you don't see, there's no toothbrush, and there's nothing. The other thing that you don't see would be no feminine product and no razors or shaving kits.
Right.
Male or female.
She's let her beard grow.
She has let her beard grow. Yes.
Okay. Check the bedroom. See if the clothing's been taken as well. If she's taken the toothbrush.
The only thing in the bedroom, the bed is well made. There are, the bed is made. The wardrobe is empty. The chest of drawers is empty. There is a small table lamp, an empty glass, and a book on the nightstand.
What book is it?
The book is called Dracula by
I
Bram
knew you
Stoker.
were going to say that. Right, pick it up, shake it, see if anything falls out.
Nothing falls out.
Any notes inside if you flick through the pages?
Right, give me a second.
Oh, just a quick question while you do that. What's the bulb in the night lamp?
The lamp bulb is a standard bulb.
That's all right then.
No, it's a standard bulb. So I can't share this through Foundry, unfortunately. And I also think we're probably not going to be able to share this online.
So it isn't off.
I am going to send you a link in chat. So can you get to that?
Yeah.
The first thing that you notice when you open it is, ignore that's just Pelgrane Plus on it. The very first page, it says how these papers have been placed in sequence has been kind of underlined in a red pen, and above it, the annotation number 1 numbered all the notes for cross-ref, and then you'll see that there is green text and numbers. And as you flick through, you'll see more and more pages have underlinings in different colours. They have different text throughout. They have notes. They're all annotated as they go through and question marks. It seems that the novel that you know as Dracula has been very heavily annotated with a whole bunch of information in here. far too much for you to take in by just trying to sit there and read it.
Yeah, we're going to have to take the book.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I've just closed down Foundry again. Damn it. It's because I'm in a different... It's because I keep jumping into different screens and then just closing it down. Okay. Nothing else to be gained. The key thing is maybe the bedroom is the only thing that looks like it might have recently have been kind of used. The rest of the house... Oh, excuse me. The rest of the house, there's no food. The dried foods and tins that are in the cupboard, the coffee, all seem to be out of date by several months.
So literally, she's been coming here, putting the letters on the nightstand, or somebody's been coming here, and then buggering off. She's not eating here. She's not lived here. Is there any dust in the place? If I put my finger like on the window ledge or above any pictures on the walls?
Yes, there is dust. There is definitely dust.
So we're on the top floor now. Is there a loft?
There would be a small loft space, yes.
Mark, just give me a leg up here while I just have a quick pokey through here.
Yeah, no problem. I'll lift him up.
Okay. The loft is empty. Nothing's been stored up here. Or if anything had been stored up here, it's no longer there.
Yeah, it's just to eliminate it.
You see a bat hanging at the other end of the...
My sensor starts going... Doo-doo. Yeah, back down again. Right, mate.
I don't think there's anything else here.
Yeah, you got the book. Let's get the bloody ass out of here. I can't think of anywhere else to look.
Both of you give me perception checks, please.
Oh, look at that. No, bugger it. Reroll.
Reroll on a 98.
No, it's meant to be.
Was it standard I needed, or...?
You need standard, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then.
I failed mine. I'm too busy looking at every dark corner now.
Okay, so who's got the book?
I have.
You've got the book in your hand. Okay.
Yeah.
As you are about to leave the bedroom, you catch the glimpse of a shadow at the door, sort of the frosted window pane of the door. It's only a small, sort of at the very top of the door, but it suddenly goes dark and you hear a scratching sound at the door.
I'll stop Sam and point at the window.
What is it, mate?
Movement. And there's something scratching.
Where?
Does it sound like it's coming from the lock area?
Correct. It sounds a familiar sound of somebody picking the lock.
Somebody's trying to break in.
How'd you fancy just staying up in the loft for the time being? Maybe we can...
Could do. Is there a back door?
The back door is at the kitchen that leads out onto the sort of the garden area.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, that.
Going down the stairs is going to take you past the doorway and will also probably show a light, a difference in the light as you kind of move around.
About the back window where on the floor we're on, does the back window go?
So the back bedroom window is kind of like yes, the back bedroom window. You could. It's going to be tight, and it only opens like the top half, kind of opens outwards. It is going to be tricky to get out of there.
Yeah, I don't think I'd fit through it. I'm quite big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too far. Let's hide under the bed.
Loft sounds like an option.
You hear the handle try, and then the continued kind of scratching.
Right, mate, we've got two choices. We're going to wait and see who comes in, because whoever's coming in ain't supposed to be coming in.
No.
Or we're going to leg it.
I say we wait for them. We should be able to handle.
Well, we don't know what's coming yet.
No, but if it's the police, we don't want to handle it. If it's somebody,
right, let's try to get downstairs and just.
All right, give me stealth rolls, please.
See, if we can get downstairs, we could even hide in the garage.
Oh, jeez, I'm gonna use the point look and reverse that to a 26.
Okay.
Depending on what we need, I'm okay.
So 26 for me would be formidable.
Okay, you manage to get yourself downstairs, and keeping yourself as low as possible. You don't cast a shadow, you don't think, on that top window, giving you access. So you've got everything from here. You can go into the lounge, you can go into the kitchen, or you can try and head downstairs to the garage.
Kitchen.
Okay.
I'll hand signal.
You quickly move into the kitchen. As you do so, let's have a look. How well is this person doing? You hear a snick as the lock clicks open. Just as the pair of you enter the kitchen.
Okay,
direct line to the kitchen. Can they see us from the door when it opens?
Yes, they can. Well, hold on. Can they see you? That's a good question. Let me ask the oracle. Yes, they can.
Right.
Is the door actually open now? The
door isn't open, but you can hear the handle starting to turn.
The kitchen door is closing very fast, but not closing fully. I'm going to move it so it's like an inch.
You close the kitchen door as close to as possible, and you can see through the crack the door opens. In walks a guy wearing sort of a black bomber jacket, a pair of jeans, and a baseball cap pulled really low, sort of like Arsenal FC baseball cap pulled really low, so you don't really get a look at his face. Clean shaven, white. That's about the best you can get from him.
He's not wearing a police uniform, which is the most important thing.
Wearing a police uniform, correct.
Any voices? He's not saying anything?
Not saying a word. He is very quiet.
So he's not. So odds are he's on his own.
Give it a few seconds just to see exactly what he does. See if he follows our routine by closing the door and checking the mail.
So he closes the door. He looks around. He picks up. What did you do with the mail that you was on the floor when you came in?
Left it there, to be fair.
Yeah, I'd have pushed it back so it was still behind the door. So it would have been a little bit hard to open, but more or less it would disguise that we're here.
Okay. So you pushed it back.
So it's not right up against the wall, but it's messed about on the floor.
Okay. He kind of pushes the door open, eases himself in, closes the door behind him, pauses for a couple of seconds as he seems to kind of look around, and then he moves over to the kind of the wall stand and picks up one of the letters and just kind of looks at it in his hand before he kind of puts it back down. And then he kind of glances around the hallway.
I'm going to hold my hand up, just in a gesture of just wait.
Yeah.
I'm also going to slip my knife from my leg.
Okay. He takes a step forwards. And gets to the bottom of the stairs. He kind of pauses again, kind of looks around. Puts his hand into his behind him and comes out, and you can see sort of that bronze, kind of bronzy black colour of a set of knuckle dusters in his hand that he's now got around his fist. And he's, all right, I know you're here. Come on out. This will go quite quickly and painlessly if you do. And he stands there. Pair of you make stealth rolls.
I did have beans, by the way. But I'm immune to them.
27 and 28, okay.
Can still be beaten.
Bloody hell. So, no word of a lie. Sam rolls 27. Mark rolls 28. The unknown guy rolls 29.
He's beaten us. Wow.
Has he beaten you, though?
Yeah.
So does a high number beat
high number success beats us unless it's a critical.
Okay.
So that's why in this game it's good to get, like, if I'd have got 61, that's the best roll I could ever get because that's my highest roll. Or a 1 or 61.
So the higher the number against the skill total.
Yeah. If it's opposed.
So does he have to get formidable as well to be able to for that to happen, or just a success?
Just success.
So it's just a standard roll, right? That's opposed. So, okay.
Yeah. So if he'd have got a critical, he would have beaten us. But if he'd have got a 26, he wouldn't have done.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay. That sounds a bit backwards, really.
No. Because
you want the lower score, don't you, to beat your success?
No. I originally thought exactly the same as you, Kath. But if you think about it, the higher in your skill range you get, the better you are.
Yeah, but you've beaten your skill by more.
Yeah, but otherwise you'd have somebody with a 20% perception who'd be beating somebody with a 90% perception, which shouldn't happen. So basically, you've got to get a beat the skill.
That makes okay. I'll double check. Anyway, he stood there with his kind of knuckle dusters, his fist kind of clenched, just kind of resting in front of him, and he's, come on, let's have you out. Just want to chat. Are you doing anything? You staying where you are? You're going to try and creep out quietly?
I'm following Samsley because he's the one that can see.
I'm going. I thought you were looking. Sorry.
You said you were shutting the door and peeking, sir.
I'm going to look at the back door. Is there a key in it?
There is a key in the back door. Yes.
I'm going to point at Mark, signal there.
Okay.
I'm going to look around for something to jam. What are the chances of this being? Do you know those little wedges you put under the doors to keep them open?
A door wedge.
I think she's probably too posh to have one of those.
There is no door wedge.
You got any knives on the side that you can just wedge under?
Good thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a knife block.
You could certainly find something that you could wedge under the door, no problem.
Okay, so I'm going to do a countdown of 3. You're going to get to the door while I go for the knife.
Yeah.
And I'll be signalling this. And we'll have worked together, so we'll have a rough idea of what we're thinking. While you're unlocking the door, I'm going to be wedging the door.
Yeah. Okay.
You hear footsteps outside as you kind of turn away to go and grab a knife. You hear footsteps in the hallway, and then they kind of go quiet. They go from like being walking on wood to quiet. And you would know effectively turning into the lounge was carpeted. So at the moment it would appear whoever this is doesn't quite know where you are and has got to the door and has gone into the lounge to look around. I would say you've got about 10-15 seconds max to act.
Yep. So go.
Open it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to wedge the knife, and as I go out the back door, I'm going to take the key out.
Are you going to do this noisily or as quietly as possible?
As quietly as possible at the moment.
Yeah.
Both of you give me another stealth roll each, please. Oh, nice. 15. That's good. Good.
Do you know
19.
what? No, I'm going to use a point luck to reverse that to a 9.
Okay, to
which
a 9.
Isn't a crit, but it's near as though it's formidable.
Okay, so let's see. Opposed to this perception. Okay. You get your knife. You get to the back door. You turn the key. Kind of keeping it as quiet as possible, and ease the door open. For a second, you think it's going to squeak, but it kind of opens wide enough for you to get out. When you look sort of down the side, you think I would say, the dining room is kind of level with the kitchen. So it's like, the kitchen slightly sticks out. So, yeah. Okay, so you don't believe that there's a clear sight of view from where you are coming out into the backyard to where it would be the dining room and then the lounge, and there's no throughway between those two buildings.
Brilliant. So
Get out.
I'm going to take the key.
Then lock the door behind it.
Quietly take the key out the door and lock it behind us. Yeah.
All right. You get yourself out onto the garden area, which is one level higher than where it's the same level. So yeah, you can get yourself out, and then you could lower yourself down, but you're probably looking at a sort of a 10-12 foot drop. Sort of typical first. I mean, how high is a typical first story? How high is a typical house's house?
I think you're about right. About 12 feet.
About 12 feet, isn't it? 6 to 12 feet. Yeah. So there's probably a wall anyway. So the wall to act as a guard, dropping down below is probably 12-foot drop. Okay.
Yeah.
So you gonna go over?
Going to go over. I mean, if you think we're going to, it's going to be a 6-foot dead drop, isn't it? So
yeah.
Bend and roll when I hit the floor.
All right. Give me athletics roll. Let's see if you mess this up or whether you break a leg or twist an ankle.
That is lovely.
Nice. Mark, you are doing very well. And so both of you get over the wall quietly and drop down.
If you see my athletics check, that is the best roll I could get, apart from a proper critical.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Because it is your skill.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you both get down and drop down below. It's a small kind of... well, if you look at Coxon Way on Google Maps, look at an aerial view. I am lost now. No, that's not it. You look at the aerial view, you can see the gardens. There seems to be kind of an elevated area and then sort of a yard area beneath it by the looks of this. I'm wondering whether that's multi-story, but it doesn't matter for the purposes of the game. So you get yourself down in amongst the gardens and the trees at the back, and allows you to kind of work your way through the trees and onto the pavement of Tanner Street and kind of move off in whatever direction you want to go.
You go look at him. Because I've not seen him yet.
No, to be fair, mate, there wasn't much to see. This is whispered quietly. Just white guy, clean shaven. I couldn't see anything else because his cap was down over his eyes.
Do we wait till he comes out soon? Or should we get out of here?
Well, tell you what, mate. Let's. I don't know. Let's go away a ways and just see who comes out. But then he probably knows who we are. I don't know. It seems too coincidental that he turned up when we were here. Unless he was just trying to call our bluff, thinking that he was, you know.
You might have heard something, but not known for sure that someone was there. He might have just been jumpy. But it's a coincidence that he came the same time as us, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got the book. There's only that creepy bloody crate we left behind, wasn't there? I ain't going to be carrying that out.
No.
Not without a bloody big extension cable for those lights.
Did you lock the garage?
Yeah, I put the key back on top.
So by now it is, by the way, by now it's well and truly dark. It's been dark since about just after 7.
Yeah, we ain't gonna see out in this
No.
anyway. I'll tell you what, mate.
Let's head off.
Pub, 10 bells. Let's have a quick bite in there.
Good idea. Actually,
So,
10 bells is a good idea.
No, maybe not, because your face is all the place, isn't it?
That's what I was just thinking.
No, we'll find a pub a bit of a way away from here.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my knife back in my sheath and my leg.
Okay.
Or not in my leg, but
Yeah. Should we go via your place and drop this stuff off, all the photos and things?
To be honest, mate, I'm not quite happy about leaving stuff out of our sight at the moment.
Yep, that's fine. Don't mind either way. I'm just worried that if the police pick me up,
we could find somewhere to stash them that nobody knows but us.
This time right, there's not going to be many places that would be safe. I'll take a chance. Keep them on us for now.
Okay.
Just keep a low profile. I'll keep a low profile.
So you walk a little bit away, probably back towards Tower Bridge Station, flag a taxi, get yourself back over to...
Sorry, one sec, sorry. On the way, before you flag a taxi, I'm going to be dropping this hard drive down a drain. Probably drop it on the floor, stomp on it first, and then...
Yeah, okay. All right, you do what you can to damage and destroy the hard drive and then dispose of it down one of the the roadside drains on a quiet, sort of slightly darker street. You get yourself a taxi, you get yourself back over to roughly the area that you guys have been kind of hanging out in, and find yourself a pub to settle down in. I think at that point, guys, it's a little bit early, but we're going to call it a night. As we bring day 2 to a conclusion, as we kind of wrap up the 1st of September 2011, you guys in a pub having a couple of drinks and kind of thinking a little bit about and talking quietly about what you've found and what you've discovered. Let's call that a good place to stop. Did you enjoy?
I tell you what, my chuffing heartbeat actually went up. I kid you not.
Did it?
Yeah.
So, is he human or not?
Well, bear in mind,
you don't know anything about that yet.
You don't know anything about that yet. So just bear that in mind. Your characters, and then you also then have to decide if your characters actually believe in it.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, and I know it's going to be a bit tricky on a PDF, but if you get a chance to start reading the PDF that I shared with you,
I downloaded it.
It's very, very interesting. So, when Pelgrane did the original Night's Black Angel...
Do you want me to kill the stream first before you do that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's go for it. So, anyway, before 1 second.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you for a great game tonight, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. To everybody that's watching, hope you also enjoyed it tonight. And thank you to InWills, if he's still listening, for his pointers on the rule system. Always appreciate it.
Awesome. And we are back on Thursday this week.
Or Woofrup. We are, yes.
Warhammer.
Yes.
Indeed. Yes. So, fantastic. Thanks all, and goodbye.